Hey guys, what's up? It's your evocative, provocative, talkative host EJ here. Just wanted to make a quick video, a bit of an update about a piece of news that I saw as I was heading out the door to work today. I did not get a chance to investigate it too much, so unfortunately, I don't know how true it is. I have not been able to properly check the source on this one, but certainly feasible, and I just wanted to talk about it real quick because this is something that I kind of predicted when it first came out, when the news first developed. I kind of predicted that this was going to happen. So apparently, the rumor is Disney has rehired James Gunn to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, James Gunn was originally fired last October, September, August, somewhere in there. Somewhere in that little 3-month chunk. I don't remember exactly when it went down. Possibly as late as November. He was fired because he defended a friend who enjoyed Ben Shapiro's videos. He said, I don't agree with him, but it's the internet. This is a free country. He can enjoy watching whatever videos he enjoys watching. And someone brought up, well, you don't get to talk because you made all these really terrible tweets about 10 years ago, when Twitter was still fairly new. Made some really, and they are terrible tweets. They're very dark comedy, sort of things. They're not that funny, but such is the way of that kind of humor. Very taboo topics, and so raised a bit of a stink, got a Twitter mob going, because Twitter's good for those. And essentially what happened was Disney said, okay, well, you're not going to direct Guardians 3. I think they might have also been considering that Guardians 2 didn't get the reception they were hoping it would. I love the movie. I think Guardians 2 was better than Guardians 1. I think the music was better curated. It actually said something about the scene beyond just setting a mood. I liked the story. I'm a sucker for father-son movies, and Guardians 2 is about Peter Quill finding his dad. Now, granted, his dad's a piece of garbage, but at the end of the day, it's still nice to see that. I think it was still fun to explore, like, oh, this is what a bad dad is. So I love the movie. Did not get a great reception, but anyway, I think in combination with the Twitter mob, Disney fired him. There was a petition for a long time. There were numerous groups kind of dedicated to getting James Gunn his job back. And I kind of said this from the beginning, I don't think his job was ever in jeopardy. I don't think that he ever actually lost his job. You know, he went in and talked with Disney execs, and they said, nope, we've still decided to fire you. But I honestly kind of believed, even when that happened, that they knew about it. Guardians of the Galaxy 1, which he directed, that was his first Disney film, was back in 2014. By this point, Disney had already kind of started, they'd just bought Star Wars, they'd already kind of started leaning a little bit more propagandastic, but more importantly, the internet and the world at large had already started kind of paying attention to these sorts of kind of deep in your past social media faux pas that he had committed. So I don't think there was any chance that he was ever going to lose his job for that, because I'm sure when they hired James Gunn, they saw that on his Twitter and said, okay, here's the thing, if this ever becomes a big deal, we're gonna have to let you go, but if you're doing well for us, we're probably gonna rehire you. We'll probably reverse course. And I think I think that's what happened in that meeting. They said, hey, we are going to tell the world that you no longer have a job. You are going to tell the world that you no longer have a job with us. The world at large will see that we have taken a stand against your particular brand of humor. The world at large will be satisfied. Twitter will be satisfied. and when it comes right down to it, give it a couple months and you'll have your job back. Frankly, the only surprise, if this piece of news, if this rumor were true, because again, I did not have a chance to take a look at the source and confirm it, but if this rumor is true, the only surprise for me is that it took them this long to reverse their decision. I think most of us had forgotten by now, except for the people who really wanted James Gunn rehired. Most of us had forgotten that he got fired in the first place. I was surprised to see it, not because of the content of the message, but just because it was so late in happening. So with that in mind, this story will develop. Keep an eye out for it. Keep an eye out, see whether it's true. Obviously you are welcome to have your own opinion. I don't think I don't think he should have tweeted those things in the first place. However, I do agree with him in terms of what got the whole mess started in the first place. It is the internet. If his buddy likes watching Ben Shapiro videos, then he should by all means be allowed to watch Ben Shapiro videos. And it really seemed like it was an outrage mob of you dared to you dared to admit that some people might not agree with left-leaning values, and therefore we have to find some dirt on you. I think that's what motivated it. But regardless, I think he is going to have his job back. I don't believe it was ever in the cards that he would not be directing Guardians 3 eventually. Again, I think the only surprise was how long it took to put him back in the director's chair for this movie. With that said, I know I've had a couple kind of politically motivated videos lately. I've been going on some rants. I've been talking Twitter. I've been talking Disney. I've been talking social justice in media a lot lately. I don't want my channel to become that. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm here to talk about writing. I'm here to talk about techniques and tropes in writing. I'm here to talk about superhero pop culture. This just happens to be the stuff that comes up in my news feed, the stuff that I happen to see and think is interesting enough to share with you guys. So with that in mind, I am going to have a couple more videos here in the next few days. Excuse me. I am just going on spring break now. Today was the first day of my spring break, so I've got a lot more time to record. I spent most of today doing some bookkeeping and some housework that needed to get done. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to start putting out some videos more regularly, discussing some more writing-centric topics, some more technically minded topics, things that actually concern the profession of writing, specifically creative writing, as opposed to these news segments, these little car and walking rants. So all that to say, look out for more content over the next week, because I'm going to have a lot more free time. It's going to be great. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I want to talk about with you guys. I'm really looking forward to it. Have a great day. Thank you. Good night.